This is the BMW i4 M50. It's BMW's first proper electric car that focuses on dynamic driving. It comes with 536 brake horsepower, a 0 to 60 time of 3.9 seconds, and a top speed of 139 miles per hour. When BMW handed me the keys, I couldn't resist having a go. Right now I'm currently inside the BMW i4 M50. I didn't initially plan on driving this car, but I got an opportunity to drive it very quickly. So of course it's always nice when that happens, and you can drive a car.
Could you repeat that?
Well, you know what I'm talking about later on in this video when it comes to the voice recognition system. Yeah, she's gone, I think. Right, so we're in the BMW i4 M50.
Sorry, I didn't quite understand you again. I should work on my recognizer. Maybe the
Hello BMW, go away.
If you won't speak to me anymore, then I won't answer you either.
Good! Right, anyway. Right, we'll try this again. I am in the BMW i4 M50. And I can talk very quietly once again because this is an electric car. I'm finding myself more and more in electric cars, and the performance that these cars give is unbelievable, especially in terms of acceleration and the composure that they show on the road. And like I was saying earlier, it's always nice to be given the opportunity to drive yet another car. Just by chance I had a bit of time, and so I was able to drive this car. So the BMW i4 M50, inside the cockpit, it's typically BMW, very familiar, same steering wheel as you would normally get, except with the BMW emblem that has blue around the edges. Same on the gear selector, mode selector, that has blue around the outsides to signify that it is electric, and also to signify that this is an M car. You have the M color stitching on the seat belts. Aside from that, everything else is very similar to a standard BMW, apart from this digital dash that you get. But in the BMW i4, you get the dash that goes, it's all sort of one screen. Now, I'm not a massive fan of these one screen dash layout. I like my heads up dash to be separate to my infotainment system, because I feel like the steering wheel comes in the way, but in this particular instance it kind of works. It's curved and it's very crisp, very good quality. The only thing that I don't like about it is the fact that you use the infotainment screen to change the temperature, the climate settings, and that could be fidgety. I usually like that to be in tactile buttons, so that's one downside of this car. But it's not a major downside. Aside from that, it's just as composed as any BMW would be. Obviously, it's a lot heavier than the normal BMW 3 Series, but that because of the batteries. But of course, because of the performance that the batteries give you, you don't feel like it's a heavy car. I'm not, again, like with some of the other cars that I've recently driven, particularly electric cars, I'm not having to strain myself when I'm going around corners, and I'm not having to work the car too hard. And of course, it's always nice to have that instantaneous acceleration when you need to, in a composed manner. There are certain times when you go into certain corners that the car does feel a little bit heavy. It does feel like it's sort of trying to push its way outwards, but generally it feels easy, is the best way to describe it. Alright, okay then. Let's see this one. Yeah, it's just always got grip. But it doesn't feel like a big heavy car. When you get out of it, you realize how big it actually is. But wow, that's not even full throttle. I'm gonna go full throttle now up this hill. And that's not, oh, that's a steep hill as well. Now that is the comfort mode. If we change the car into sport mode, now you get a slightly different noise. But of course that noise is artificial. It's sort of an artificial electric noise, and that was composed by Hans Zimmer. So what he would imagine would be a sporty feel for an electric car accelerating.
The BMW i4 is part of their i range, which features all electric cars like the BMW iX. With its all-wheel drive and everyday usability, BMW have certainly cemented their place in the world of dynamic electric vehicles.